get it. Let's get into it because it's time.
Donald Trump's not even president yet. Have you seen what's happened in the last 48 hours? The misogynist appoints the first ever woman to be chief of staff. The Taliban announced they want peace with America and to be taken off the terrorist list. Putin came out and said that Western civilization is not an enemy. Mexico has started securing the border in, of course, response to tariff threats. Saudi Arabia is kicking out all of their Hamas leaders. New York is cleaning up their illegal migrant crisis. Xi Jinping came out and said he wants to peacefully coexist with China and said that they respect American people. The European Union chief finally came out and said, hey, America, can we start buying LNG from you so they stop buying from Russian gas? Putin says he takes Donald Trump's plan to end the war with Ukraine very seriously and Russia supports it. The Houthis are stepping back. The Hamas called for an immediate end to war. He's calling for term limits in from Congress so that way people like Nancy Pelosi stop being forever members. Stock markets and crypto hit all-time highs. He sent Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton into depression. Because of all of this amazing news, white, liberal, ugly women are now refusing to have sex with men. America is in fact being made great again. Donald Trump's not even...
Alrighty, y'all. Here come the horn because we got to get to it. Interesting. This is very interesting. Now, it could be coincidence. It could be happenstance. I don't believe it. I believe this is happening because Trump won the election. And they only have 2 months, 2.5 months, to play these BS games overseas. In America. And they know Trump ain't having it. And he's got control of the Senate. Possibly the House, if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely got control of the Senate. They know Trump is not for any games. And this is exactly why I voted for him. He's a businessman. Businessmen, good businessmen that have good business acumen, understand the business that they're in, the ins and the outs. In this particular instance, just on a surface level, I'm not going to act like I know everything about politics and foreign policies and all that stuff, but he knows how to dry people out when it comes to money. He knows how to negotiate. He knows how to actually put fear in some of these other countries if they don't do what needs to be done. And he knows that if America's doing great, it's a indirect feeling that the other ones feel as well, right? So if America's doing good, then it's kind of like, hey, everybody else is doing good as well. We feel it as well. The fact that you have Putin, which it sounds like, has Putin even spoken to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in these 4 years? That part, I'm really asking a question to the chat, to my go-getters in the chat. Has there been any reports of Biden speaking to Joe Biden? Obviously not Kamala Harris because she ain't doing nothing. But he congratulates him and says, hey, we want to maybe talk about ending the war. The Hamas, what was it about the Hamas leaders? Something about the Hamas leaders, them getting rid of it. Here we go. Trump makes Qatar abruptly tells Hamas leaders they are no longer welcome in this country. I got to look a little bit more into that, right? I'm like, yo, what is going on here? It's a lot of moving and shaking around here. This is exactly what happens when respect comes into the room. Right? This is what happens when you with your mom, I've said this analogy before, you with your mommy and you're playing around and mommy keeps telling you, hey, you need to clean up before dad gets home. Clean up, clean up. Hey, you need to clean up. Hey, I'm going to end up popping you if you don't clean up. And you just, yeah, mom, whatever. Yeah. Because I know mom's nothing but, she's really nice and she loves me. And then your daddy walk in the room, right? Oh, daddy walk in the room.
Sensational.
And you straighten up. Or you hear, hey, your dad's about 10 minutes away from the house. Oh. And what do you start doing? Cleaning up, getting your stuff together. Because you know your daddy not for no games. He don't want to hear no excuses. And he's all about business. Donald Trump is in the room. He's going to be here in about 2 months. Y'all better clean up all y'all mess that y'all got going on overseas and domestically because he's coming in. Oh, and he's already made a video on what he's going to do. And he's not for any games. This is exactly what we need in the United States. As much as these liberals are out here crying their eyes out and, oh my God, Donald Trump, he won. Oh my gosh, how could you vote for a fascist? How could you vote for this man? How could you vote for a felon? You voted for Democrats for a weak leadership that's absolutely doing nothing for us, and we're a laughing stock to the world, and this is why everybody's walking over us. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is not for this game. He's not for playing this crap, and when he gets in here, exactly what you guys are afraid of. Dictator! He's going to be a dictator day one. He said, I'm going to be a dictator on the first day just to sign off my stuff because I want to get my agenda in play. He's not going to mess around with these folks. This is what we need. Liberals are crying for the things that that's actually good for them. Donald Trump is good for this country because we need strength, we need respect, and we need change now.
Sensational.
For 4 years, we've had bad change, heading into the wrong direction. Americans are feeling it left and right, from their economy to the cities that they live in. If they're in Chicago, New York, Colorado, they're feeling it. Pennsylvania, Ohio, they're feeling the migrants coming in. They're feeling the squeeze. Families that live in Dearborn, Michigan, and all across the world that have families over there in Israel, or over there in Gaza, Palestine, whatever, on both sides, they have family members over there that are directly impacted by this decision because of the America. America is making bad decisions that is causing an uproar in the world because of incompetent leadership.
Sensational.
But meanwhile, they are throwing money everywhere and it is causing issues. Liberals are crying for the things that are good for them. Kamala Harris is not good for this economy. What's going on, Alta? What's going on, Roro? It is not good for this country. And y'all can try to because we don't want Donald Trump to fail, because then that means that that's the United States. We want him to be successful. But the thing about it is, Donald Trump is going to run this United States. He's going to have an agenda and he's going to put the stuff in place, and people are going to start respecting us again. You see it right now. And I don't understand why you would vote for Kamala Harris, who has no respect when it comes to world leaders, because they know that she's not really the one running the show. She's a puppet, and you guys aren't happy about that. Over here at the MAGA movement,
sensational,
Make America Great Again, we don't give a damn. Because we know we want change in this country. We want respect. We want the migrants to stop coming in and costing us $150+ billion. We want these wars to stop. We want the economy to go in a better direction, bring down inflation, bring back the fact that we can buy houses, bring back the fact that we can lower America's price of goods and services down again so we can enjoy life. That is what we want. America spoke on election day and said the same thing in a sweeping fashion. 74 million people voted and said, we are done with this. Y'all want to talk about woke agenda? Woke agenda ain't stopping Putin from continuing his war and doing everything else. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all know what just happened? There was a bunch of Korean soldiers that just went over to it was Russia or Ukraine. It was orchestrated by Putin. All of a sudden, Trump wins the election. He was...
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
Y'all got me there. Y'all got me there. Healers, y'all got me there. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way inside. All of a sudden, They deploy all these troops over there so they can continue this Ukraine and Russia war. And all of a sudden, Trump wins and, we go pull them back. Pull them back. I forgot what they said it was. They said it was some type of not drill, not practice. It was some BS thing that I think Putin said or whatever. But all of a sudden, they want to start pulling them 10,000 Korean soldiers back. Oh, okay. Oh, like that one caravan that's making its way from Texas that they've been reporting on for weeks. Where's that caravan at? I heard Trump got a hold of the new Mexican president. It's a woman. She just won. He told him, you better make sure you take care of that caravan that's about to come across here. From my understanding, I haven't heard nothing about that caravan. I heard that she's going to take care of it, or she's going to make sure that they're not crossing because they're on her side. What happened to them 10,000 troops? Why didn't they attack? You think if Kamala Harris would have won, they would have moved forward? Absolutely. You think those migrants that were sitting at the border waiting to come in would have flooded the United States? Absolutely. I would go to the casino and put 1,000 on black right now. I told y'all this could be a good show. I told you it was going to be a good show. And now, that's it. Everybody's retracting. Everybody's moving back. Hey, we can't do that. Oh, Trump is in town. Who? Oh, Sheriff Trump is in town. You didn't know? We go suffer if we don't follow his rules. Let's go ahead and get that caravan taken care of. Make sure they don't cross the border. Oh, Putin, let's bring them 10,000 soldiers back. Let me go ahead and give him a call and tell him that maybe we can go ahead and end this war real quick, right? Do you see why it's very important to have representation of the United States to work on our behalf?